morning. So this chapter is about force. This is our first lesson. So in this chapter we are going to learn about these topics. What is force? Types of forces. In types of forces, how many forces we have? We have two types of forces. One is contact force. Another one is field force. Next we are going to read about observing magnetic force. Next we are going to read about electrostatic force. We can learn about gravitational force and visualizing magnetic field force. So here first we have what is force. So what is force actually? The meaning of the force is, so in our common experience we can say that force means either a push or pull. That is the meaning of force. A push or pull is called as a force. So in which cases we can do the push or pull, that is considered as a force. So let us take an example. I am lifting a chalk piece. So that means I am pulling away from the ground. As I am pulling away from the ground, so this is a type of force. And in another common experience, we can say the push. I am pushing the ball, but it is not moving. But I am pushing the ball. So as I am pushing the ball, so it is a type of force I am applying on the ball. So it is also called as a type of force. So these are called as forces. So we have many examples of the forces. Just we can say that we can call the three things: power, strength, and effort. These three things are referred to the force. So we can say that while you are lifting your bag, while going to the home, you will lift the bag to leave the school. So that lifting the bag from the ground to your shoulder, you will make some effort. So these things are called as effort things. In these effort things, we will apply the force. So that is the meaning of force. So the common definition, the simple definition for the force can be called as a push or a pull on an object. A push or a pull on an object is called as a force. So this is called as force. That is the simple definition for the force. So we can see some of the examples like digging a borewell. So while digging the borewell, you will apply both types of forces. So what the worker will do, he will fit the pipe and he will try to push the pipe into the ground. So pushing is a type of force. So when it is harder to push the pipe, he will lift up with the machine, again he will push it. So while lifting up, he will pull that. So it is a type of force. So in some of the experiences, in some of the things, we will do push, pull, both the things at a time. So that is also a type of force. Push or pull or both is called as a force. So digging a borewell. Next, hoisting a flag. In hoisting a flag, so what we will do, we will pull the rope. As you pull the rope, the flag will move up. As you are pulling, so pulling is a type of force. So pulling is a type of force. While you pull, the force is applied on the flag that it should move up. As it is moving up, so the type of force you are applying is pull here. So hoisting a flag is an example. Next one, rubbing a blackboard. So while rubbing a blackboard, what you will do, you will take a duster and you will try to move forward and backward, forward and backward. So you will push and now you will pull. So as you are doing both the cases, both things, push and pull, it is also a type of force which we will apply in these cases. So these are the three examples for the forces. So now I think that you have got an idea, rough idea about the force in the digging borewell, hoisting a flag, rubbing a blackboard. In these three cases, how we are applying the force here. Pulling, pushing or both is called as a force which we apply on the object to do some work with some effort. Effort is called as a force. Next what we have, types of forces. So in the types of forces we have two types of forces. One is contact force. So let us talk about the contact force first. So in this contact force, the two objects should be in direct physical contact. Direct physical contact, then that force is called as contact force. So here what he is saying, direct physical contact. That means the name itself saying that it is a contact force. Contact means it should be in contact with each other. Physical contact. It should be in contact with each other. Then only this type of force is applied. That is called as contact force. The two objects should be in direct physical contact. That means we can see that they are in contact with each other. So that type of force is called as contact force. The next one is field force. So field force, the another name for the field force is force at a distance. So it can also be called as field force or it can also be called as force at a distance. So in this, the definition for this is the force between two objects should be at a distance. At a distance. So in the previous one, the two objects are in contact, but in this field force, these two objects should not be in contact. They should be at a distance. There should be a gap. Then this type of force is applied. So where you can see the type force at a distance of field force, let us take an example of bar magnet. If you place a bar magnet which has poles north and south, when you place the nails here, with some distance, so here we can see that there is some distance. So at some distance also, this magnet is able to attract these nails. This bar magnet is able to attract these nails. So as it is attracting from certain distance, this type of force is called as force at a distance. In the name you can see that force which is at a distance, or as field force. Why we call the field force? The field lines are created here. In this magnet, the magnetic field lines are created. So if the object enters into the field lines, then you can see the application of force. The force is applied here. So as these nails are in these field lines, so you can see that these are the field lines of this bar magnet. So in this bar magnet, these field lines are disturbed by these nails. So as they are entering to the field lines, these nails get attracted by the bar magnet. Then that type of force is called as field force. Force at a distance means at a distance, the force which is applied from certain distance. Field force means the same, the meaning is same, but the understanding is the object should be entered into the magnetic field lines. Then this type of force is called as field force or force at a distance. You have to take one balloon. You have to take a balloon which is tied to its mouth with a thread. Next what you have to do, you have to take a paper and you have to cut it into small pieces. Okay, so now you will get the pieces of paper. Pieces of paper. Next what you have to do, you have to rub this balloon with the paper. You have to rub that balloon with the paper for several times. After rubbing the balloon with the paper, you have to bring this balloon near these pieces of paper. You can observe that these pieces of paper will get attracted to the balloon. So these pieces of paper will get attracted to the balloon. Why it has been attracted? When you rub the paper to the balloon, electrostatic energy, electrostatic charge is created in the balloon. A type of charge is created here. So the charge which has been created in the balloon will attract the paper, with which we have rubbed the balloon with the paper. So the same type of paper which we have rubbed to the balloon will attract the papers. So this attraction is called as electrostatic force. The force which is attracting. Attraction means pulling. So it is a type of force. So this electrostatic force has been created. Electrostatic charge has been created in the balloon, and there is a charge in the paper. So the definition can be written as the force between two objects, between two charged bodies. The force between two charged bodies is called electrostatic force. So this is a charged body, balloon is a charged body, and these papers are charged body. So the force between two charged bodies is called as electrostatic force. So electrostatic force has been completed. Next we have gravitational force. So you already have learned about the gravitational force in the 6th class. You know about the Earth. Earth is a giant magnet. What it is? It's a giant magnet. So why it will behave as a giant magnet? We have studied in the 6th class, right? So it will behave like a giant magnet. Why? Because all the smaller objects, you, me, buildings, machines, companies, everything else, trees, soil, animals, insects, organisms, all they are not flying away. When you throw any ball to a certain height, when you throw a ball to a certain height, after reaching a peak height, it is not flying away, it is coming down again. It is dropping down. Why it is dropping down? Because of the Earth behave as a giant magnet. So we can write the definition as the attraction power or the attraction between two massive objects. Two massive objects is called as gravitational force. Two massive objects means globe. Earth has some mass. It has huge mass. And the ball has some mass. You have some mass. Me have some mass. Oxygen, air has some mass. So every object on the Earth which has a mass will get attracted by each other. They will get attracted by each other. You can also see Earth and the Moon. Moon is at a certain distance. It has some mass and the Earth has some mass. So the magnetic field lines or the attraction power is very less. There is attraction power, but there is not a huge attraction power. So due to the loss in the huge attraction, this Moon is not going away and is not attracting towards the Earth. It is revolving around the Earth. So this is also a type of example which we can say that there is a magnetic power in the Earth as the Moon is not going away. So this is about the gravitational force. Next we have visualizing magnetic field lines. So when you take a white paper, on this white paper we have to apply the iron fillings. When you apply the iron fillings, after applying it, what you have to do? You have to take one bar magnet below this paper, bottom of this paper. We have to place the bar magnet. We have to place a bar magnet. It has north pole and south pole. This bar magnet is below the paper. Above the paper, what you have? You have the iron fillings. So when you put this bar magnet below the paper, here you have the iron fillings. When you give a small jerk, that means small disturbance. When you give the small jerk to it, you can see the regular pattern can be seen on the white paper. So this type of lines you can see. The lines which you can see is, these lines are called as field lines. So these field lines are created by the bar magnet and it has a poles. So these field lines can be seen by the iron fillings. As it is a magnetic substance, it can get attracted to the magnet. So these field lines can be seen here. So the pattern or the lines which have been created by the iron fillings is called as field lines. So observing magnetic force, how the magnetic field lines can be created, we have observed.